Yes, when it all comes together, it all comes together in any kind of weather because you know we don't wear pleather, although we really don't like to wear leather either. That leaves us in a bit of a pickle because we already tried the hemp shoes and they didn't help us win, they only helped us lose. So we can't wear no hemp shoes either. That only leaves us with like plastic, which ain't so fantastic. All right. I use up on y'all. All right, so this is Doc Ock coming at you live and direct tonight from Black Facts Headquarters Central with another installment of Doc Ock at noon and 9. You know, we're in transition from the month of May to the month of June, and I was having a hard time trying to think of exactly what was I going to do for the children. So I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress, but certainly we're going to definitely read a proverb. So we'll do that right after we ask you to remember what I told you not to forget, which is to go ahead and give us a like if you're watching on Facebook, a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, and then spread the word amongst all your family and your friends because word of mouth is still our best advertisement. Yes, that's right. Best advertisement is word of mouth. All right, and here we go with a another something else that's a known fact in the world. Good millet is known at the harvest. Good millet is known at the harvest. In other words, you know it's good when you pick it. You don't even gotta test it out. And that is a Kenyan proverb. Proverb from the country of Kenya. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to deviate from our format here just a little bit. And we're going to talk a little bit about history. Now, I know y'all tired of talking about history, social studies, English, language, arts, math, and all the rest of that stuff because the summer is upon us and school is about to let out. And all you all can really think about is how much fun you're going to have on that first day when you wake up and there's no school. I know you're thinking about that because that's what I used to think about when I was your age. Absolutely. Always was thinking about that stuff. But we're going to go ahead and slide something in here on you anyway. And tonight we're going to read from a little teeny tiny pamphlet. And the book is called The Five Negro Presidents. Now, most people out there thought that Obama was the first one. But I'm so sorry to have to inform you that Obama was not the first. I'm certain he won't be the last. There were many others that came before Obama. Yes, such as, well, that's who we're going to find out about in the book. So let me not put the cart before the horse. Let's put the horse before the cart and go ahead and get off to a real good start. Let me see if I can just dial something up real quick right here. Oh, I know. I did one before. There you go. Right there. Boom. Woo! Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I've got something here for you tonight that will do the trick. It will do the needful so you don't have to get pleadful. Just give this thing a little second here to wind up, like Miss Wind Your Waist. Oh, I mean, it's taking a minute to wind up. Come on now. Okay, well, let me see. Acts like it doesn't want to do what I asked it to do. Oh, no, now it's locking up the whole computer. Come on now. Now get out of there. Okay. See if I can go black. Okay, now let's try that one more time. We're going to try that again. Trying to get this slideshow to work. I got a really good slideshow that'll do the trick. There we go. There we go. Got a good slideshow here. And let's see if we can get it to go up in here, up in here. We can do that, then we're all good to go. Okay. One more time. Still learn how to work this system, but I'm getting better. Definitely am improving. All right. Although there's still a little bit of room for improvement. There's still some room for improvement. So let's go ahead and go back to the beginning. And we're going to let this baby run. Let this puppy run. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, my slideshow started working. I'd been trying to get these slideshows to work for weeks and hadn't been able to get it to work. And I was just having to do everything by hand. And all of a sudden today, the doggone thing just starts working all by its lonesome. So let me go ahead and put you in tune with the slideshow. Here we go. Yep, and there it goes. It's working all right. Okay, so now the topic is the 5 black presidents, or as the actual book said, the 5 Negro presidents. Originally written by Mr. J.A. Rogers in the year 1965. And he put right on the inside here, he says, the 5 Negro presidents according to what white people said they were. So he didn't make this up. He says this is what white folks said these people were. In 1963, when Attorney General Kennedy and Senator Javits said there might be a Negro president in the next 30 or 40 years. F-A-C-T, all caps, fact. Most outspoken of the big magazines replied there was already one, and in its January-February 1964 issue had an article, America's First Negro President. Well, ain't that something? It named Warren G. Harding of, where is he from in Ohio? Oh, I forget that place. It's not far from here. Marion, from Marion, Ohio. It named Warren G. Harding of Marion, Ohio as the one. And it had affidavits from elderly white folks who knew the Harding family. But before Harding, 3 other presidents had been loudly proclaimed by white people as being of Negro ancestry, including the likes of Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, and Abraham Lincoln. Yes, that great emancipator. The portraits of none of the above mentioned show the slightest degree of Negro strain, but that is certainly not proof. Even before the Revolution, many of Negro ancestry had become so white that whites who had been kidnapped and sold as Negroes could not prove they were really white. The more so that some of them were darker than the bleached Negroes. Children were special victims. As late as 1858, white orphan asylums sold their children at public auctions, and a picture of the times shows a white child who's been tanned to sell him into slavery in the South. Harper's Weekly, January 30th, 1864 has pictures of emancipated white slaves. The most famous case of the times was that of Salome Mueller, a white German girl who was sold as a Negro slave. Her relatives brought suit, but the Supreme Court of Louisiana held, but she's just another nigger. It wasn't until her birth certificate was dug up in Germany that her real quote unquote race was discovered. In fact, Salome had been married to a Negro, believed herself to be one also. What writers of the time said of this is given in my book, Sex and Race, Volume 2, in the chapter, White People Sold as Negro Slaves. Even some aristocrats were of Negro ancestry. George Washington tells of Colonel Catesby Cock, Virginia senator, whose Negroid features, whose, what was it saying? Whose Negroid features made him hurry away nervously from Washington's home when he saw there an old Negro he bore a striking resemblance to. Therefore, when the political opponents of a presidential candidate said he was a Negro, many accepted it without question. It is unusual for white writers to condemn offhand the statement that any president could possibly have any degree of Negro strain whatsoever. But it is not possible without minute tracing of ancestry to find whether one is pure white or not. Here's the case of one who started as a Negro, became white, and then voluntarily became a Negro again. His name is T. John McKee, whose case attracted national attention and whose picture appeared on the front page of the New York Daily News, February 20, 1948. McKee, grandson of a Negro millionaire of that name, had crossed the color line, gone to Yale, and studied law. He lived for 45 years as a white man and has been a successful Wall Street lawyer, said the news. He had also married a white woman and had children by her. Then in 1948, he saw an ad issued by an orphan society of Philadelphia for any living grandsons of McKee. The latter, in his will, had left $800,000 to found a military school for white and Negro orphans, with the provision that if this was not done, the money with interest should go to his last living grandson. This attorney, McKee discovered, was no other than himself. And he promptly became a Negro again to the tune of $1,240,000 with interest on the original sum. Here's another case, this time from English royalty. David Michael, Marquis of Milford Haven, cousin of the Queen of England, has some Negro strain, but positively does not show it. On the paternal side, he's descended from Queen Victoria. On the maternal, from Pushkin, Russia's greatest poet. And Pushkin, if you don't know, in turn is descended from Abram Petrovich Anabal, an unmixed Sudanese Negro who had been adopted by Peter the Great of Russia. That's what they say. What can I say? Interestingly enough, um, Peter the Great wrote of Pushkin in his quote unquote Negro of Peter the Great. Oh no, that's what Pushkin wrote. Hannibal's descendants married also into the German, Russian, Dutch, and other royal families. David Michael's mother was Najeta, daughter of Grand Duke Michael of Russia. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break right there, and we'll be back tomorrow to read a little bit more from the book that we have here, a little booklet, 5 Negro Presidents, which apparently is falling apart on me. I'm trying to keep it together here. Yeah. So in the meanwhile, we want all you little children to lay your little heads down on your little pillow, on your little bed, close those your eyes, and wait for that sun to rise. And when you feel those sunbeams beaming down on your eyes, that's when you know it's time to rise and shine, oh children of mine. For a new day has dawned, and you know it's going to be real divine. And as for you adults, you already know what to do. Get a clue. Give us a like if you're watching on Facebook. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. And of course, always, always, always see what can you do? What kind of donation can you make? Make a pledge tonight. Don't delay. Make a pledge tonight. We're giving you all kind of ways to make a pledge. You can do it on the website, blakfacts.org. You can do it on your phone. Even if you're sitting there alone at home, you can still do it using your phone. Go ahead and do it there. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and click over to your notifications. You'll see a link over in the notifications list. If you're on your laptop or your desktop, go ahead and look below each of our live streams, and you'll find a link down there below. You can click that. You can donate that way. You can. There's so many different ways that you can donate to Black Facts that it should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy, easiest thing in the whole wide world. So go ahead and give it a twirl, because we are here to make sure that our history does not get left by the side of the road, does not become an orphan, does not end up in the dustbin of history. Nothing more than a mystery. So tune in tomorrow. We'll continue talking about these 5 Negro presidents. In the meanwhile, this is Doc Ock signing off. Peace out, y'all, without a doubt. And I see some people out there watching La Satanista. Ooh-wee. Okay. Or is that Le Satanista? Le Santanista. Okay, ain't you something? I see you over there, Le Satanista. And I see Tony. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and do our little extra, because that's what's next.